Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 2, Episode 245. On my way this morning, it's going to be a very strange day. A very, very strange day. So, I had quite a quandary here. Quandary. I had to drop off one of my kids this morning early for them, but very late for me. So, by doing so, it puts me over an hour behind, almost an hour and a half behind. The problem is, today was supposed to be such a long day. I was going to travel 3 hours to an area, go to 4 casinos, then an hour, 1 casino, then 2 hours, 3 casinos, and then be home by 6 p.m. for a meeting. Instead, this makes it completely impossible to do that. But I had a choice of going to only one area with very little opportunity for blackjack, but a guaranteed amount of money, or, which is equal to more than half a day's EV, or I could do what I'm doing, which is travel a few hours to one casino that has blackjack, which may or may not be open, but will have slots. Take a call, a work meeting on the way there, then travel 2 hours to another area of 3 casinos, doing 2 or 3 meetings on the way, including an interview. Go to that area, pick up a gift card, some free play, and a free bet. Get back in the car, go to another casino, back in the car, do an interview, back in the car, and go to another casino, and then home. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a meeting on the way out, 1 casino, and then we're going to go to another area. We're going to do 3 casinos and a meeting. So, and 3 meetings on the way. So, anyway, obviously complicated day. I'm going to have to be in tune with everything that I need to do. I need to be driving while I'm talking, while I'm sharing my screen. So, definitely don't recommend this to everybody, but we'll see what happens here. I think we can handle it. So, with all that in mind here, let's see. Right now, it is 7:30 in the morning, 20 degrees outside, very bone-chilling outside. There's no wind, or it would really be a bad day. So it feels like 20 degrees, but any little wind at all is going to be so cold. Right now we have clear skies. The sun just came up a couple minutes ago, and we're on our way. So I did get gas on the way home last night, just before I got home, like half an hour before. So I won't need gas again until later this afternoon. So that's what's going on right now. Yesterday, I believe I netted, I believe, about 4,200. So it was a very nice day. I believe we're over 6,000 for the week right now. I'd love to add 2 more today or more. I don't know if it's possible or not, but we'll see what we can do. I'm also going to have an opportunity at 1 casino that if I find the right thing at this casino, I may create a card at this casino and play for 3 or 4 hours. But if I do, I'm going to have to abandon some other plays. So that's what's going on right now. I'm going to let you go, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. On the way to the first casino, I did do a short meeting, got that taken care of. Pulled into the casino about 10 minutes later, went in and looked around for a long time. Really didn't find anything that great. I made a little bit of money, like I made $210, but really was frustrated with a lot of the stuff. I probably played 15 machines that were short plays, but no good plays, and had the ups and downs, and ended up positive on that. But overall, not really anything major There was a guy playing a machine I wanted to get on, and he ended up, obviously he was in that machine for so much money. It was about $9 a spin, and he was in it for so much money. I don't know if he was running out or not, but I saw like less than $100 left in the machine when he hit, and it hit for, I think it was $1,476, so $1,476. But unfortunately, I couldn't get on that, and that frustrates me too. When people have no clue what's going on, but they have just enough money to get them across the line, to drag their carcass across the line, and they get the money instead of me. So, when I was leaving, my next meeting was starting, and started that in the parking garage, and was talking to my manager, figured out a couple reasons why I can't see some of the server information, so I requested access to see that, and once I have that, I should be able to do the other job that I've been commissioned to do, the big job. And if I can get that today, I could probably work on that stuff tonight and knock out a lot of it tonight, and then from there it should be pretty easy. I did figure out that if I group by vulnerability instead of individually looking at vulnerabilities, like give me a list of every server that has this vulnerability, that I can send out emails based on vulnerabilities instead of individual things. Then I can send out 500 emails instead of 50,000 emails, and that becomes doable. So the problem is keeping up with all that, and I have to record who I send it to, what the problem is, what the solution is, and I have to create a ticket for them to work so that I can see their progress as they're working it. So that's going to be a little bit annoying, but I think it's doable. And between now and my last day before vacation, which is next Thursday, I think I can knock out all of them. So that's all good. Right now, I have an interview I have to do in a half hour. I have no clue who this person is, what they've done, or anything, but it's going to be me and my manager and this person, and I'm going to be leading the interview. So right now, as I'm heading off to the next casino, which is an hour and 32 minutes away from my position right now, I am going to be reading over this person's resume and figuring out a list of questions, and then I'll have one more interview this afternoon to do, and that should be it for work today. So for now, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to continue on my drive and do this interview, and then I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. It is an hour and 25 minutes later, and that half-hour interview extended to almost an hour, and then we had a group conference about the guy after the meeting. And so right now I am 4 minutes away from my destination. So we're gonna reconvene this afternoon about someone else, interview them, and then make a decision. So what that means to me is I have 3 hours and 20 minutes to go to 3 casinos. Now, they're close to each other, within 20 or 30 minutes of each other, so it's very possible to do it. I'm going to start with the easier ones first, and then I'm going to go to the one that's going to take a little bit longer, and then if I have any time left, possibly go back to one of these other 2. So, yeah, so that's where I am right now. I am going to probably only get one session of blackjack in, and probably all 3 casinos I'll do slots. I'm hoping right now to find a long-term play at this first place and hit it hard, and then just go pick up my free stuff and play blackjack at the other place. So we'll see how it goes. I'll be back and let you know what happens. All right, guys, I am back. So I decided to skip the place I was originally going to and go on to a different place and then go back. So the one that I did go into, I was here for about over 45 minutes, unfortunately, almost an hour. maybe 45, 50 minutes, somewhere in there. And I did find some good plays. One major play that did pretty well on. But overall, got suckered into one of their little promotions that they had, and lost about $20 on that. But overall, did pretty well. Ended up leaving plus $610. I did also find out that this casino has another floor, which I've never known before. There's no signs saying that there is. I just asked someone what the elevator was for, because I thought it was for, offices and stuff. And the guy says, "Oh yeah, it's for the other slot machines." I had no clue, but there was probably 200 more slot machines in that area. But there's no sign, and it's just some steps to go behind a bar. And you go, how is anyone supposed to know? So at one point, I was looking at a machine that was in range, and it was locked up. As soon as I pushed the button, it locked up. It said, "Additional display added, please restart," or something like that. So I pushed the service button. The guy comes reasonably quickly, and he has no clue what it's saying. He opens the door, closes the door, and all of a sudden it resets the machine. It restarts it. Well, when it restarts it, it asks him for a password, which he doesn't know, because normally it would go right into the game. So he said he would get a technician over there. In the meantime, I went to discover this new area. And I thought I'll just come back, and I can take a look at it in a few minutes. It's not going anywhere. And there was a lady had just sat down next to that machine. So I go play in the other area, and then I come back, and the lady just hit the bonus I was going after. So so anyway, unfortunately, I don't know what she got. At the level she got it at, I think she probably would have been around $40, maybe $45 profit, of maybe 15 or 20 profit. So not the end of the world, but a little aggravating. So all right, at this point, I'm going to go to another casino, a slot casino, and I expect to be in this place for about half an hour or so. There's a lot of other people checking machines, not a lot of opportunity. But if I find a long-term opportunity, I might be in trouble because I'm running out of time. So hopefully anything I find is an hour or less, because I need to get to this final casino before I head toward home. And I only have an hour and 55 minutes left. So we're going to make it happen one way or another. So letting you go for now, and I'll be back to update you shortly. Alright guys, I am back. So I went into the next place, slots only casino. Walked in, immediately saw people checking machines, and tons of people. So this area is pretty beat down, kind of hard to make any money at this point. I did play a couple small plays, ended that down about $20 or so, and then found another play at $10. Played that one through, and with that one I was down as much as like $5.80 or something like that. And by the time the dust settled and everything was over, I ended up leaving ahead $191. Now at this place, there are variations of machines that I already know, and they seem to be the same, but the panel looks a little bit different. So I'm going to research that and see if there's anything different about those. I doubt it. I think it's played the same way, but I just want to double check that. Yeah, I mean, really not much to say about that place. It was pretty desolate. It's a very big place, but really didn't find anything. So at this point, I'm going to move on to the next place. And unfortunately, I am running out of time. So I'm only going to have an hour. I'm going to have about an hour total in the next place to do everything. Play slots, play blackjack, pick up free stuff. So I'm not feeling too hot about it. So, and then I have a free meal as well. So I don't know. You're not going to be able to do all of it. We'll see what happens. It's kind of in traffic right now, heading over there. I'm about 15 minutes away, so we'll give that a shot and see how that goes. Now, I do have an option here. Worst case, if I get in a situation where I can't leave and I have to leave, I can lock up a machine based on my status for up to 2 hours. Might be longer than that, might be 4 hours. Go to the car, do the interview, and then come back. But hopefully I won't have to do that. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. There are so many speed traps today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Trying to fill the coffers of the courthouse. I don't know. Okay, so I went into the next place knowing I wasn't going to have a lot of time. So I wanted to get the low-hanging fruit first. First, I had a free gift card I needed to pick up. I did that. Then they were giving away a gift. It probably has a value of $20 or $25, but the line was very long. But the reason that I went to this casino last is because I knew that that line would not open up until a certain time of day, and I didn't want to be there too early. So I went and took care of other stuff and then came back to it. I had a free bet at the tables. I did that and lost, and then I had a little bit of free play and could not find a machine to play it at. So at this point I'm running out of time. I've got like 40 minutes. I've got to play this free play. If I'm going to play blackjack, it's going to have to be fast. If I'm going to eat, it's going to have to be fast. If I'm going to get this present, I'm going to have to be fast. So I decided, let's do the money first. Let's get the money first. So I had a little bit of free play. I ran it through a machine and ended up ahead $139 with that. And I pushed the cash out button. At this point, I've got 30 minutes till the meeting, and I see on the screen, please take your ticket. Please take your ticket. Please take your ticket, with the most annoying dinging noises you've ever seen. And the ticket was stuck. And lots of times the receipt tape will be rolled up or bent or something, and you can reach in and pull it out just by putting your player's card in there. You can flatten it out and pull it out. I couldn't see this voucher at all, so I go to push my service button and that's locked up. Now I could order a free drink. That button was working, but the service button was locked up. So I have the guy next to me push his service button, and someone else comes along and they push their service button, and then I noticed the guy next to me took off his service button, and I'm getting pretty upset here. Now it's been about 5 minutes, nobody's come. This guy comes along and he's like, oh, I'll get someone to help you. They're changing shifts. So he calls on his radio, and he's leaving. I guess he called on his cell phone. He's leaving, and someone else is going to come. Okay, that's fine. Now we're 10 minutes into waiting, 15 minutes into waiting. Now I'm kind of stuck now. Now I can't do anything. So finally someone comes along, gets the voucher out of the machine. I'm steaming mad now. I decide, okay, I might as well go get the gift right now, because playing blackjack is going to be pretty much out of the question at this point. So I go to get my present. I got that. I look at the time. I've got 8 minutes left. I run to the car and I start the meeting. And now I'm thinking, okay, before that, before I even went to that slot, I went to see how the buffet was. Because I figured, okay, let me see how long the line is. I could always run in, get like a burger and some cookies, eat the burger real quick, grab the cookies, put them in my pocket, and go play the slot machines. But unluckily for me, the buffet is closed for an hour a day, and that was the hour that I was in the casino. So I couldn't go to the buffet. Then all that other stuff happened. I go stand in line, I get my free gift, I got 8 minutes left, I run to the car, and now I'm thinking, okay, the buffet reopens as soon as the interview is over. Do I run back in there, or do I just keep moving forward? So I thought about it for a minute, and I thought, okay, so I'm going to sit in this parking lot for half an hour, then I'm going to go in and have a buffet, and even if I eat in 20 minutes, now I'm 50 minutes behind on my trip home. So I decided just to abandon the buffet and just to head out. So I took care of the meeting in the car, and the meeting just ended a few minutes ago, and I am, 60 miles away from the casino at this point, because my group and I met after the meeting and decided what to do, who to pick for the job. So I think I did the right thing there, but I kind of feel like I wasted so much time today. I'm trying to add up with the gift card and everything. We're close to like plus 1,500 for the day. It just feels like a wasted day because I did so much traveling and so little playing. So we're going to be at 7 hours of driving and less than 2 hours of play today. That is horrendous. That is just terrible. But money is money. I guess it doesn't matter how you get it. It would just be nice if I had somewhere closer. I wish there was a way to get back into my local, even if it means not being able to play blackjack. Even playing poker and slots would be better than nothing. But that's crying over spilled milk. I can't really worry about that at this point. I see no good path right now to getting back in there. Someone had said that if you get up to the top tier of this casino, it may be possible for them to do a reversal, but the top tier is just way out of my league because there is no other casino of this company nearby. There's one hours away that is pretty hard to find a really long play at, and then there's one other one also, and I play at that one regularly, but I've only racked up like $200,000 in coin in because I do not use them for blackjack. Now if I played on the record with blackjack as well, I'd definitely be their top tier, but I don't want to be ejected from that place as well. So I'm kind of stuck in that. So I'd have to, on top of all the blackjack play that I give them, which is huge, I would also have to play an enormous amount of slot play. I'd be like double what it would take to get to that top tier. So so right now I have my meeting in a couple hours. So if I go straight to the place where the meeting is, I'm going to be about 45 minutes early, but I see no other avenue to take. So I don't know what else I could possibly do. I've got no more casinos on the road home, so I don't see what I can do. So just briefly here, I did talk to my manager for a few minutes, and he wants to know how I'm doing with this other project that I was never assigned. So I'm going to talk to someone about that in the morning who was supposedly working on it already, and I may have to assist him in finishing that up. Tonight, after my 2-hour meeting that doesn't start until late, I'm going to go home and start working on the big project that I had to do, now that I think I have full access to everything that I need. It's going to be a long one, that's all I can say. I do what I have to do. Still though, tomorrow I still want to get out. I still want to gamble. Tomorrow I want to get 1 or 2 blackjack sessions in and 4 slot sessions in. I'm going to have meetings at 8:30, 9, 10, and 11. So I am going to be in meetings for most of the time in the morning. However, there are a couple meetings that I may be able to shorten and then therefore have some time to play, and then another meeting which I may be able to keep on mute and be able to get away with that. So I'm still hoping to hit 6 casinos tomorrow somehow, even though I'm going to have 4 meetings in the morning and I have all that work to do. So that's where we're at. Sounds exhausting. It is exhausting. I feel like I haven't slept in a month, but here we are. It doesn't come easy. For now, I'm going to let you go. If you have any questions or comments, it's mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you tomorrow.